John does the boxes, but he's not here because I'm by myself this weekend, and I hate it already. I did not get that far, but I already hate it. It took a lot longer than I usually do to set up because one, I don't have John with me, and two, I did not practice these at home. Where? But yeah, I didn't get to practice my setup at home, especially considering how I got some new items to display like my spinning standees and my gachapon machine. I also opted to just use grid panels as opposed to the metal poles that I've recently been bringing to conventions. So I truly did just wing it on setup day, but I do like how it looked in the end. I made it back to my hotel. I was at Anime Expo Chibi for the first year, 2022, I believe it was. And that year was the first year that I was ever like doing conventions, if you don't count ZocCon in 2019, which was just a one-day event at UCI. Yeah, UCI. It did not go well for me. The reason why I feel like I didn't do well is because right before AX Chibi, I tabled at SAC Anime Summer 2022. And that event was just so phenomenal for me. Like, not only was it my first like big event, it was also just, the turnout was just so great. It just hit really different when your first event is also really financially successful. So when I went to AX Chibi, it was kind of a letdown. I think it was just because I had a lot of expectations going into AX Chibi because, again, I had just done SAC Anime Summer and it was my first convention ever. And so like, oh my God, I'm riding on this high. I think I barely broke even. I barely broke even at AX Chibi 2022. I think the prices that I had included with my AX Chibi expenses were merchandise, table, gas, food, I think it was. And I barely broke even. I was pretty sad. I was pretty sad considering how SAC Anime Summer was like really good. With all that being said, I don't have the highest hopes for Anime Expo Chibi this year. And you may be wondering again, why am I doing it again this year then? Well, I kind of just want to see if things are different this time around. Because I grew as a person, I grew with more experience in regards to conventions and tabling in Artist Alley. And so I wanted to see, like, would it be different this time around? Would I be able to make more sales now that I know what to expect and kind of like having more of a stable footing in regards to like knowing how I want my display to look and all that? Yeah, I don't know. I still don't really have the highest expectations. I literally am just like, if I break even, I will be happy because my expectations for this convention is like on the floor. Hopefully it won't be that difficult to exceed that expectation per se or meet that expectation, but you know. So I did patch testing recently. I'm not going to say this scientifically correct because I have eczema on my hands and we wanted to see what kind of ingredients were kind of giving me those reactions to my rashes. I did patch testing where I couldn't shower for a whole week, or at least I couldn't take a full shower. They put a bunch of chemicals on my back and they found out that I am allergic to Aquaphor and I was allergic to the hand soap that I was using at home too. And then I was like, you know, maybe coming to this hotel, maybe they won't have hand soap and stuff that I'm allergic to. Lo and behold, I'm allergic to not only their hand soap, but I am also allergic to their body wash and whatnot. So I'm gonna have to go and find something that I am not allergic to at like Circle K or something. I don't know why I thought that I could just like bank everything on this hotel not having things that I'm allergic to. For real, I should have just brought soap from home. If I remember correctly, the hours for both days of AX Chibi were from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. And as someone who loves to sleep, I was not happy with the early start. But something I noted as I was walking to the Artist Alley tent was that it was already getting kind of crowded before opening, which was nice. I didn't remember it being as festive in 2022, but that could have also been because I didn't really take note to look at my surroundings back then. So just got to the convention center and I'm feeling a little frazzled. I feel like I'm always just a little frazzled. I can't find one of my things that I was trying. A little anchor thing to kind of untwist my camera to put it on my stand instead. But Mazzy brought by our stamp rally things and I'm very excited about them because it is Final Fantasy XIV themed. And this is the advertising card. And it's not only Final Fantasy XIV themed, but it's also cafe themed as well,
We've got like a little quest symbol to put on our table to indicate that there's a stamp rally. Our beautiful cards all put together by Mazzy. And then we've got our prize set, which are coasters. I made this one, Amric, my love. And oh, they're double-sided too, so that's pretty cool. There's Thancred, Reem and Gaia, Alphino and Alize, and Grahatia. Last but not least, there's also Miss Zero. Instead of doing stamps for this rally, we're actually doing stickers instead, and I ended up doing a drippy sticker, kind of like a pudding cupcake inspired sticker. All of the stamp rally little stickers are also cafe food themed, so I think it's super cute. My god, it is dark. It's just a matter of trying to figure out where to put these on my table. I forgot I was even bringing these, so I didn't think about a good way to display them. So they're just there for now. Little quest marker, a stamp rally, and my new cat sketches. Let's knock this on top because I didn't know where else to put him. Didn't really set up the back for success, so I have to do that now.
Can I get the Xenos keychain?
Yeah, of course. Let me go ahead and find that. Where is Xenos? Oh, there you are. Sorry, I was like super unprepared for anything right now.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
Let me go ahead and give you your stamp. Thank you so much. Is this your bowl?
Yeah.
And here you are, along with your charm. Thank you so much. Have a good one. Every time, I think I should have come in a little earlier to finish setting up everything, and yet I don't do that.
I saw your art online. You're like one of my favorites.
Oh, thank you so
I
much.
honestly gasped when I saw.
Oh, you're too sweet. Thank you.
We'll be in Ivan till tomorrow, so we'll.
Oh my god, please stop by. I'd love to see that.
Who's your favorite ship from Indian Stage?
Ivan Till. I'm like, if you're gonna be Ivan until tomorrow,
We also have
please.
little bad ribbons, so we'll bring you one.
Oh my gosh, I'd love that. Thank you so much. So here are your prints and stickers, and then along with your standees. Thank you guys so much again. I really appreciate it. Have a good one.
I like your little sticker on.
Oh, thank you. It's my cat. It's a lot busier than I thought it would be. Again, my expectations were on the floor. Hi there. Let me know if you guys need anything.
I love your art style. This already I love.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
I could have seen Prompto earlier this year,
Uh-huh.
but his line was so big because he's the voice of Denji.
Sometimes I wonder if they I'm sure they remember, but they're probably thinking that they're just gonna be there for Denji or something. But then it's
Yeah.
no, I want you to sign for Prompto from 10 years ago. So
Yeah, I literally know you from 10 years ago.
Right.
I just want this. I don't
Yeah.
even know what this is.
I use Procreate on the iPad.
Really?
I
use brush.
Yeah, I actually really like to use the shale brush, which is the default brush in Procreate. It's my favorite to do all of the shapes.
You know what? I'm gonna get that Noctis key charm from you.
Yeah, of course. Okay, then you are all set.
right, thank you so much.
Thanks for talking with me. Oh, that was so cute. I don't remember what I was trying to say anymore. Another thing is that the floors are very shaky and my table keeps moving whenever someone walks by, and it scares me. Artist Alley is in a tent, but it's not that bad of a tent in my opinion. It feels so structured to the point where it just feels like another building, which is nice. I have no problems with it except that it's quite dark where I'm at. It has kind of a big shadow on my display, and I'm not a big fan of that. I think maybe I should start looking into lighting. That's so much work. I don't want to have to pack light. I just got this from someone. So cute. It's 2:40. I kind of grossly miscalculated how it was going to be. I straight up thought I was gonna be doing really poorly, but it's been really busy and I'm tired. And I'm so grateful for that, but it was a lot more than what I thought it was gonna be, so I guess I'm just really overwhelmed. Wow, we are in a car. 6:30 in Julie's car. I hate vlogging, but I think it's fun to look back at the memories and all that. It's just...
of the Black Sorrow and Below My Heart.
Yeah, sure.
My friend also is a fan of your art.
Oh,
So, like, she found out that I was coming. She's like, please get me
oh, that's so sweet. I hope they like it.
I love Ranking of Kings.
Me too.
One of my favorites.
I feel like it's such a good, like, feel-good kind of anime, and like all the characters are so likable. It's 4:40 now. It's about an hour and 20 minutes left until Artist Alley closes. It's a lot slower today than it was yesterday, but I'm not mad about it. Why does it keep focusing and unfocusing? Look at me. I really think it's just because my expectations were so low that I feel so elated by how I'm doing at this convention, which honestly, I should take notes for future conventions. This is how it should be. This is how I should be feeling. I should just have low expectations all the time. Maybe. I don't know. I sold out of a lot of my Alien Stage merchandise. I wish I had brought more, but again, I didn't think that it'd be so busy here. I'm really grateful for all the selling out. I just feel bad for the people who still want to get it. Really happy that people are responding so well to the cat gacha that I recently put out. It's kind of like an original kind of thing, but I thought it'd be really cute to have little itty bitty cat charms, and it's really fun watching people open their little balls to see what cat they get to and their reactions to it as well. Hello, welcome back to Present Editing My. I'm actually recording this on New Year's Eve, so I hope the holidays have been treating you guys well. As for me, I've been spending time taking care of myself. I'm actually back in therapy twice a week, which has been very mentally taxing, but I am proud of the fact that I'm taking the proper steps to take care of myself. I don't want to get into the specifics, but I used to have really bad contamination OCD, and while I don't have that anymore, I learned that my OCD did manifest in a different manner. Because of that, I've been doing ERP with an OCD specialized therapist. Also, if it's not apparent from this video or past videos, I'm like not a very confident person. I can be really mean to myself, and I recognize this, and I don't want to be like that anymore. It's cruel for no reason. Like, I was thinking that I had to have this vlog out like within a month of AXGB, otherwise I'd be a failure, which is like kind of not a nice thing to think, right? I started thinking, like, did people actually care if I upload an AXGB vlog that's like over a month late? Was I being mean to myself by expecting myself to exceed in all of these expectations? Am I putting too much on my plate while expecting myself to be perfect in every way? Anyway, both December and November have been really hard for these reasons, but I do know that it sometimes gets worse before it gets better. So I'll keep holding out and persevering. And if you're going through something similar in your life right now, I hope you know it's okay to ask for help where you can and that you're not alone. Let's go into 2025 working on ourselves together. Okay, now that that's out of the way, let's talk about my thoughts and conclusions for AX Chibi. And also, I will be discussing this information as I put footage from my first trip to the pumpkin patch. There is no other reason other than that I don't know what to do with these clips. You will enjoy them. So yeah, AX Chibi entirely exceeded my expectations this year. But also, do you remember that I didn't think I would even break even at this show? I was wholly prepared to come home in the negatives. In my opinion, my expenses were kind of high for this event. I do have family that's not too far away from where AX Chibi was held, so I could have opted to stay with them to save on hotel expenses. Crow's Nest, just like in Final Fantasy 15. But when you don't have the best relationship with your parents, sometimes you decide to spend the extra money to save yourself a headache. This was one of those times. I also could have driven down from NorCal to SoCal like I did in 2022, but honestly, driving 6 hours there and back drives me freaking crazy. I've done it many times, whether it was to visit my friends and family or for other events in SoCal, and I'm very much over it. The older I get, the more I realize I value my time and sanity, so I decided to fly down instead of making the drive. Aside from hotel and flight expenses, there was also the table fee, food, and lift rides. In total, my expenses for AX Chibi was $1,386.99. For me personally, I was able to make back these expenses around 2 p.m. Saturday on day 1. Anything from there on was profit. I didn't count my stock before and after this event to take note of what sold well and what didn't, because, well,
I was kind of in a bad place mentally. But I genuinely think that Alien Stage merchandise carried me for this event. The final round released not too long before AX Chibi, so Alien Stage was hot on the radar again. If I were to get accepted again, I'd love to come back. It's a nice little show. I had a lot of fun seeing some of my friends again, and it's somewhere that's familiar to me. I don't necessarily know if I'd do as well, since trends with popular series can change, but it was really pleasant for me personally to have learned that AX Chibi has been growing in a worthwhile way. What am I supposed to do in a pumpkin patch?
You hold the pumpkin.
I have a pumpkin.
Pumpkin.
There's like a cute little bench here. I'm scared if I sit, it's gonna poke my ass.
You just sit.
Oh, I
This is
see.
how you do it. You go like this. And this is pumpkin patch stuff. You hold pumpkin, and then you're like, pumpkin.
Should I try that?
I'm scared it's gonna hurt my butt. Oh!
And then say it.
Pumpkin!
Yay!
I'm scared.
You suck at walking. That's a Attack on Titan reference.
I don't get it.
They'll get it.
If you made it this far into the video, thank you so much for giving me your time. I still have to edit my SJ Made Holiday Fair vlog, which was an event that was very local to me, and I opted to not record anything for Anime Frontier since I wanted to have some time to just relax and not worry about the variety of different other things that were already on my mind. I'm recording this after I already finished ALA this past weekend, but for 2025, I actually don't have any other events lined up. However, one thing that I've been working on is setting up my Patreon. Things aren't quite final yet, but I do want to open it sometime soon, and I'm excited to share things with you guys that I don't really share on my social media accounts. Lastly, I'll be in Japan with John in February, so if you have any suggestions as to what to do around Tokyo or Osaka, please don't hesitate to let me know. I'd love to hear them. Thank you so much for watching, Happy New Year, and I'll see you next time.